10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3, 2,
1.
0.
Hello, Dash League, and welcome to another presentation of the Dash League Network as we enter into last cycle. This is the last day of the matches for this cycle, right before we then head off into playoffs. Today we got an exciting matchup, UNSC versus Dark. Still waiting on both teams to enter in, get all their players in, but in the meantime, let's do some troubleshooting, look at what maps we got today, and get this show on the road.
Very official.
And in the booth with me, I've got Towley, who you probably have seen around in pubs, especially if you played late night. He's going to be joining me here today. Welcome, welcome. Still waiting on any of the Dark members, but we do have all 5 UNSC players here today. Looks like they are bringing a top tier lineup. They just got done with a match, I want to say just a little while ago. By a little whiles ago, I mean yesterday? Yeah, they just played Envy. Unfortunately, they lost. Envy's an incredibly tough team. Number 1 seed currently. They put up a good fight though. Let's go ahead and pull up the scores.
You are still showing red for the red side, or for dark on the stream, by the way.
Red for Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because none of them are in yet.
Oh, is that why? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Should be fixed now. But yeah, I was speaking with Tim right before this match. You know that Dark is having a little bit of availability issue, hence why it was postponed the 30 minutes it was. Trying just to get their 5 players in, which is unfortunate because this is a crucial map for Dark, especially in their standings right now. Looking at current standings and just using the website, Dark is currently sitting at 7th seed, so just barely on the cusp of making it into playoffs. Might have to do the play-in tourney depending on how they do today. UNSC, on the other hand, sitting at a nice and pretty 3rd rank for their playoff, 3rd seed. So it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle for Dark today, but I believe in them. They can do this. UNSC, on the other hand, have brought their top lineup. Looking at their players today, we've got 1UP Crit, their captain, and a fearless leader OG player. You have probably seen him around if you have been playing in the league for any amount of time. 1UP Crit. Also playing is Dark Ghost, a more recent addition, but by far killing it recently. And currently, I think he is the 2nd highest killer for their team, putting up impressive numbers this season. We've got Crusader, kind of a multitask, do a little bit of everything type of player for them. Colton 000, playing with it for a while, recruited recently and been doing well. And then of course Taser, OG player, previously on TM&M, but recruited him back for this season. And currently, he is their power player. Looking at brief stats for the season, Taser currently leads the league in number of kills, sitting at 1,582 kills. He also leads in interactions, total interactions, with an impressive 2,591. And in 3rd place, actually, in interactions is Dark Ghost with 2,337, and Dark Ghost also 5th in total kills, sitting at 1,161. So these guys are killers. They boast 2, sitting in the top 10 for a bunch of different stats. Definitely a force to contend with.
And at least for the chat wise, Hooker, there's no one at least that can see more into the future. Yeah, excuse me, I didn't mean to call him by his real name. At least that, yeah. That was my mistake. But no one sees into the future more than future change. But he's teaching Odd very much, those tricks.
B-bot, reminding everyone to go ahead and give this YouTube stream a like and subscribe if you have not. B-bot speaking truth. That's what Cheese Entertainment thinks. This is actually a new function I just talked to Firehorse about. This, I can pull up the comments now as they're going off.
Let not forget the power of simply disliking, unsubscribing. M-dubs, I think that's a little biased of a prediction right there, sir.
For Dark Side, looks like they have 4 of their players in. Got Tim 909, which if you turn the 909 upside down, it makes a funny word. We've got T Fairy, been with them, I think this season at least. He's previously on my old team, Onyx, so it's good to see him back and playing it again.
Oh.
Venom, who's a recent addition this season to Dark and killing it. I believe he is the highest KD on their team. Absolute fire.
It's amazing to have
He is. Yeah, he's got
two of
the
top
firepower.
teams.
I was trying to think of the word. Yeah, he brings the firepower.
See, now, if you guys would have picked up Dark Moon also, you guys literally could have just said that Dark was,
Yeah.
D and Dark put together,
Would have been nice. But Moon decided to go back with his old team, TBDI.
He made a merger.
Prior to TBDI and D kind of separating.
Oops.
Hey, a 9 works. Literally, it works. It's fine. Don't question it, Odd. It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
And then, of course, Skibo, who's kind of followed me all over the place. I previously played with Skibo back in Rec Room Laser Tag League. He was actually my opponent, part of the undefeated Blue Blazers back when I played. So, decided to merge forces.
You were on that team?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't on Blue Blazers.
my-
I was on
Those are my
Blackout
favorite.
Squadron. But no, he was on Blue Blazers with Shiny.
You guys were
known
famous.
last season as Retro. Actually, no, this season is Retro. So you'll still see him on Dark. But yeah, Skibo back in playing. He was on Onyx, Arc previously, and now on Dark. I think they're waiting on their 5th player. Be interesting to see who they bring in.
You-
But when they do, we'll get the show on the road. Of
You
note,
guys were
What's
a
up?
rock hard team to go against, when you guys were Onyx. Rock
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
for real.
we were grinding back in the day.
Super
I think we played
super
like
solid.
we played hundreds of scrims before the season even started. Kind of burn
Actually,
ourselves out,
it's-
but
What's funny is that the first match that, because we used to be Obey when I first joined, and the first match that
that's currently
was-
Limbo, right?
that we went against when I joined was you guys.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, and I wasn't playing because it was literally the first match after I got asked to be on the team. But you guys, needless to say, pre-checkpointed us pretty easily, and yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was fun to watch over YouTube, for sure. For me,
Yeah, the good old
super
days.
fun. Yeah, back when Kastle used to play, those
Like when
good
I
old
actually played and didn't just
days.
show up out of the out of the blue. I mean, Vale's been keeping me busy these days.
It was fun whenever you would pop up on my team. Not really the other way around.
I remember you raging. It's like a shot you so much.
Like, God damn it, Kastle.
Yeah, I
God,
think
why do you gotta join the other
Dark
team?
is currently waiting on Stone. So, here comes the discussion. At what point does UNSC bring out the time rule? There's a 15 minutes allotted towards players if they are not able to bring their players in. Now, the real question is, will UNSC go ahead and enforce this rule? Because if Dark doesn't bring in their 5th player in the next 5 minutes, UNSC could force a forfeit on the first map. This would then make us kind of sit in the lobby and wait for an additional 10 minutes for the second map until, of course, Dark has forfeited every map. So they've got to bring in their 5th player in the next 4 minutes, elsewise we're seeing a
I think Bot Kenny's open to play. He was talking about it when I was
Bot
playing
Kenny.
earlier. Yeah.
Bot Kenny,
I still think. I swear to God,
Who is your
they
favorite
added
bot?
Bot Kenny.
or at least
They
favorite
added Bot
bot.
Kenny specifically
would
because of
just
me. I
win.
swear to God,
Yeah, it would just take over.
specifically. Because Bot Kenny, I mean, if when you have a player named Tally that plays a lot, and then you add Bot Kenny, there's no way there's not a connection there. I'm just saying. I swear.
It's 2.
Cheese, we would love to know where you live. I'm just saying, we really do. We would love to. May not be a great idea.
Still waiting.
Where does your neighbor live? Does he live next to his neighbor too?
Apologize for the delay. Let's wait. Yeah, we really they've got a lot of power players. I
Wait.
guess it's just the
About to
availability
say,
today is.
Odd, if you were on the chat, why are you not in the match?
That is a good question. Where are you at, Odd? What you doing, man? They
Might
need
as
you.
well jump
Oh,
in there.
And it looks like they do get their 5th player, Stone, who has just finished up
There
the
you go.
LTL Laser Tag League match. So he's warmed up for that game. Hopefully he can get his aim.
There's another Onyx, wasn't
Yeah, original Onyx player. I think he went to Team M pretty soon. I think we played with him back on I. So that's the team I joined, and then I became Onyx. So good to see him in playing again. Good to play with him again briefly for when I was on Dark. If we
Hey,
go ahead,
Stone, yeah,
looks
Stone
like
was
we're
definitely another
geared up
player
and
that-
getting ready to go. I don't know how much discussion Dark
going
had
in.
strat-wise. You know, UNSC have plenty, but here we go, getting started. Dark versus UNSC.
Prepare to start.
Start off with Stone. Eyes on him on the first. Pushing first is UNSC, and they've been making some good time this season. So it's gonna be quite the effort for Dark to hold them, in my opinion. And even though I'm rooting for my Dark boys, I
2,
think
1.
UNSC might have the upper hand. But we'll see how this pans out.
First elimination.
Early start here. First elimination goes. Well, it looks like we got some trades. Stone doing some fancy diving around the cart. Getting a pick on Dark Ghost. Actually getting 2 picks now. Looking for a third. Taken out by Colton. Colton coming in to take the flank dash. Taken out by Tim. Tim and his famous shocks going off and clearing the cart as well. Before being finally taken out by 1-up crit. Currently giving that cart a good pushing.
Wow, that is a big delay.
Yeah. So we're still seeing a lot of action here around UNSC spawn. I think Dark finally getting cleared out. Battle now heading in towards water. UNSC getting a nice solid hold early on. At the 5-minute count, entering water room, they are where they want to be at this point. Looking good for checkpoint pace. Dark's trying to get some flank routes, get some sights on card, but UNSC shutting them down. What Dark probably need to do is they need to hold back for a second and push up as a group. Looks like they're trickling in and getting taken out one by one. Oh, Taser taking himself out in the water. Hate to see it, but also love to see it. Looks like he'll be trying to redeem himself. And he does. Quick pick on T-Fair getting in the flank. And looking for another pick. Stone already taken out before he could get the tag. Skibo taking him out, trying to prevent a flank, but shot from behind, taking his eye off of 1-up crit for just a moment. 1-up crit making him pay.
I've got
for
to
the
say though,
disrespect.
the shots fired from Kastle onto onto Taser for that one. That was nice. I like that.
Yeah. making decent time.
Hmm.
4-minute count coming up the incline. UNSC with plenty of time. Dark getting their defense set up. Nice flank into the hook room. T-Ferry getting shot on not only the hook flank, but also on card, clearing it. Not able to get the 3K though. No, actually, no. I think he did get the 3K. T-Ferry doing decently. Phantom currently in the lead though, going 2K, 10, and 6, leading the map. Oh, actually tying the map currently with Taser.
I think if as long as they can hold them
Getting
to
a 2K, a
2 minutes.
3K, Taser killing it on cart
Ooh.
and getting back.
If they can hold them to 2 minutes before they hit that top of that hill, I think they might be able to hold them. But
And that's probably what they're aiming for, but Art's still getting consistent movement. Arc getting a little bit difficulty getting set up. I know they're about to get their heavies brought up, but you're gonna see are disrupting a ton, making it really difficult for Dark to get established here. At this point, we should be seeing a member of Dark hopping on that cart, designated cart rider. But it looks like that's not happening. They are establishing their flanks. Oh, and there's Tim with the shield, holding on and taking out.
there you go.
Then I'm coming back to the cart. I know they're calling out double kill on cart, now with a 3K of his
Nice.
own. But in the meantime, cart is moving and is closing in on checkpoint at an alarming rate. Taking out.
Wow.
Stopped for a moment. We still see multiple UNSC bodies in the area. UNSC are known very well for their insane objective aggression. We see that in play here. Big group up and a big push. Just pushing, inching that car closer and closer to checkpoint. With 2 minutes and only about a percent left.
Definitely one of those teams that are, I think, practice together more than any other team, to be honest, when it comes to UNSC.
Not only that, they've been practicing at this pace for a long time. Big
And
push here
a
to
long
hook.
time.
And on main, looks like almost nearly all of Dark's been taken out. Big push opportunity here. UNSC pushing it nearly near checkpoint, and it is a checkpoint with 1:40 remaining. A huge push by UNSC, already flooding into water and getting into deep into Dark's flank. That's got to be a crushing blow for Dark, but a huge push for UNSC.
And they had about about a minute and a half.
They did it. I mean, against two teams in the same tier, that's a huge discrepancy you see there. Typically, you see teams making it through checkpoint. If they make it through checkpoint with little time remaining, UNSC
Right.
killing it here. Venom trying to get access to the flank, but UNSC putting that down, shoring up all of their utilities for them and only them. Some battles going on here in the lab hall. Tim taken out. And then with the triple stack, UNSC making great time through lab hall. And not only that, but also holding on to the water room. Or the jelly room, sorry. Bolton taking out Stone into the C room. Skibo trading him out. Trying to re-establish a foothold into forward area, but blue streaks going off everywhere. Tim, once again, really the only one on Dark, even trying to get access. It looks like the forward presence by UNSC is paying off really well. Very few Dark members able to really get past them. Well, Dark respawning now. Some presence in the jelly room, but this cart has been moving.
That is impressive. UNSC recently, just in general, all season has been kicking ass.
There's a reason they're ranked 3
Yeah.
right now.
And they're definitely showing that it's not like,
Yep.
any kind of fluke. Like the consistency between them is, I mean, what you would expect. I mean, for sure, to be honest, because
And that's what really pays off.
The amount-
It's consistency. A lot of teams in
Yeah.
Dasher tier have the firepower to potentially be 1, 2, or 3, but it's consistency that really pays off. UNSC showing time and time
the one
again.
advantage that they do have compared is that they have, since D decided not to be playing, since our TMNM, they're the one team that has been together and knows how everyone's playing together, and more than any other team, I would say.
One of the OG top teams that has stayed together this season.
And So they know all of each other's quirks very
The
well.
experience. Dark finally getting established in the defense here. Slowing down Cart, but with 4 minutes already at 72%. Gonna be a tremendous defense if they want to hold them and potentially get their own Cart pushed to this point. Your group up by UNSC here in Jelly. Crusader getting shot from behind. T-Fairy with a double K. He can get his triple and for a kill streak. Kill stolen though. He's holding kind of the stair ledge, entering into Jelly. One up crit, trading him out. And stealing, nabbing both dashes from Dark. Maybe a big blow on their mobility coming out of spawn. But they really need to capitalize on this. UNSC, oh yeah, and the rest of their members are pushing in. Dark really need to countering this push about to come in.
Who does Dark have on rockets right now?
Right now, they have dual rockets.
Yeah. Okay.
Skibo, nice Terran card with his rockets, pairing up with Tim with 2 Rocketeers. This is a little bit dangerous at this point because they don't have enough firepower to hold off a push onto rockets. So Tim all alone right now on rockets and sitting at low health, 1 shot here, and he goes down, both rockets down. UNSC getting some push off of this movement. And that's the danger. You can't have too many heavies because you need to have the shield, you know, you need to be able to defend them. Too many heavies and you both go down, that's a big loss.
The one thing I've been, when it comes to rockets especially recently, I don't want to be able to actually see that cart at all when I'm firing those rockets. Like I want to know where it is, but I don't want to see it because then I know I'm gonna get shot.
Absolutely, and that's how the rockets should work. You need to just intuitively know where your shots need to go, not necessarily shooting. It doesn't play like just normal pistol play does. It's an art form.
Right.
And if you've seen some of the top
Very
Rocketeers play, very rarely are they in actual view of where their rockets land. Usually they'll shoot, curve the rockets, and they'll be out of there. Or whoever looking for the kill there can even find them. UNSC now entering the service room with 2 minutes and 23 seconds. It's very looking like they're going to get into the 90s at the least with the push pace they're going now.
Let's see how much time is that? At least Dark has put the clamp down on him, at least in the last.
Dark has finally gotten their defense set up.
Yeah.
I think they didn't have much of a warm-up time together. Just trying to get their players in. UNSC with a big push now. Lots of trades on cart, but this push from UNSC has already earned them a couple percent. And almost just on the cusp of 90% and just under 2 minutes. We might be looking at 100% from UNSC, which is an incredible feat on Abyss.
Yeah, it really is though. It really is.
Which is like these, like the distance they've put in and the time they've had. It's typically something you'd see from teams of different tiers. Not generally something you'd see within the same tier. Yeah. UNSC showing that they've come to compete today. That being said, all of Dark are actually doing decently, all things considered. Most of them going positive. So they're getting the frags. Just need to do a little bit more objective focus.
Like you said though about the that didn't have that a little bit of time to warm up kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, you can make a big roll. You know, UNSC were on prior to this playing. I think they had a scrim before this as well. They've already rehearsed and practiced.
Did they really?
I think they did. I saw them in a lot of that, or they at least were doing some sort of V World, a pub or something.
I could see that. Yeah.
Big battle. UNSC players getting cleared. Dark getting the advantage here. With 30 seconds remaining though, and a 95% pace. Looking bleak on the Dark side. Two Dark players hanging out behind the cart shield to use as cover.
Boo, boo, hurry up.
I wonder who she is rooting for. Alright, final seconds here. UNSC looking for the overtime push. But it looks like all of them got cleared out prior to this push. Dark holding them at 94%. Go ahead and look at the
94.
scoreboards briefly. Currently sitting at top, tied for top frags on Dark side, both Venom and Stone. However, top scoring Venom with a 4K score. Taser killing it on a blue push, going 44 and 31 and a 5K, leading the map in terms of score and actually in terms of frag. Taser current MVP for this map.
Uggy, don't you dare be mean to someone that's named Rose, okay? All right?
How dare you?
Yeah. This is, that means it's a lady, and you don't be mean to ladies. I know you're young, but one day they don't have cooties, man. They don't have cooties. So
Taser going in with the double shocks. Two Dark players trying to chase him down. Manages to barely escape with his life. And probably a good move on his part. Don't want to go down this quickly with double shocks when you have potential to clear cart. UNSC being and Taser going down, as I said, to Venom. We still got rockets in the area.
Pluto coming back at Rose.
Bolton winning the battle on the flank and getting the dash pickup. That ping serving him well. Scable doing some fancy moves on his cart, gets a pick and getting some movement. But man, UNSC still very well entrenched in the area. Dark really needed to clear them out if they want forward movement, but the more pressure that UNSC puts on in this area prevent Dark from holding any sort of flank. I think we're seeing a double K by Venom here, and looking for a triple. No, looks like he was helped out, gets the assist on water. They finally get possession and finally some pushing space. And a triple stack, really pushing for that objective. Oh, but a triple clear on Carts, clearing it from behind. And I don't think Venom even noticed, but Cart went down. Huge move by UNSC. I'm not even sure where that came from, but they've got shocks from behind. They've got rockets from the water health. Dark in a dangerous position. Multiple
How
angles
did I
on
not
Cart.
know that was koala? That picture is definitely a koala for that profile picture. Definitely. Sorry. I'm looking at the chat myself
Oh, you're
right
fine.
now.
So Dark a little bit behind pace, 4-minute and 12 count. They need to be at least 10 or 20 seconds above. What really is going to matter is their last 10% before checkpoint. That 20 to 30% push is going to be crucial for them. And we're going to see where their organization stands, if they can manage to be as organized with their group ups as UNSC was. Still not too far behind though, so they could still do this, but UNSC have a very good defense, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans
Very
out.
true. It looks like they're about 30 seconds off the pace from what UNSC was.
They're just now approaching the incline. At this point, UNSC was already well up the incline. They are making some decent movement here, but UNSC flooding in, clearing cart. Dark Ghost being a menace. Taken out by Skibo. Venom trying to get some forward space while Skibo rides cart.
Better change his name to Dennis.
Multiple. Dark finally finding their pace and getting a lot of movement here. Coming up the incline and clearing everyone around cart. Huge push by Dark. But T-Fair getting shot from behind. UNSC claiming space. Finally getting able to set up their defense.
That's Dan Mork is Dark Moon.
Seeing multiple Dark grouping up around the water rim. A couple getting ready to hit the hook flank. One taken out. Dark goes setting up behind cart to hold. And then going for a disruptive position here. Taking out Stone as he enters main, but traded by Venom. Big push,
UNSC's
group up by Dark.
Yeah.
Venom with the tag on Taser. Rockets got to take care of those. Long range, Rockets go down. Venom coming from behind. Huge push by Venom and Dark. One more Dark player in the area. Taser taking him out. And that settles that push. 2 minutes though, they're still. They can get a couple more good pushes that still be on pace with UNSC. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving the cart focus from both teams. Big push by Dark. No UNSC players on cart, just giving them free pushing inch by inch, and that's all they need. I'm surprised though. Like
Under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, I'm not pushing when it comes to that checkpoint. Um,
No, I'm really surprised. UNSC is not putting a body on cart.
ooh, oh man, that was a. I'm about 15 seconds behind because I still can't see on the
Oh, really?
Discord, but
Oh,
yeah, but I just saw the suicide attempt that was epically failed from UNSC.
Dark with UNSC with a decent defense here. Rocket's still up.
Sitting at a minute left. Oh,
It is just inches away from the checkpoint, but at this point, UNSC have already been well past this point and already going in to the lab hall. Big push by Dark, cleared by Crusader, and multiple players on cart. Only one Dark player, I believe. Oh no, it looks like they all got cleared out. A really good hold for that last push by UNSC, and they do have a body on cart.
Ooh.
A nice rocket angle there to just get an angle on cart, and they're not caught up, but they do get checkpoint, and with 26 seconds remaining, they are about a minute behind from where UNSC was, but however, still getting the checkpoint is going to go a huge ways for MMR, even if they lose. Oh, but a huge triple K rocket killed by Crusader, and I don't know why Dark chose to do that. Triple stacking cart. Wow. Oh, and another 2K. Crusader on a 10. And another. He is on a 7K. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Crusader taking out a team wipe on Dark and more. Wow.
They had no idea that he was even still in the area. They figured he pushed back.
That's probably what it has to be. But man, that's a highlight play by Crusader.
Yeah, that was actually. That was nice. Yeah, because especially most people, if you hit checkpoint, if you have that opportunity to kind of sneak behind and, you know, push a little further down when you're on the red team, you might as well, because they're not going to be expecting anybody to be immediately popping up behind them. So it was a good play on it.
Again. Yeah, UNSC once again popping behind that triple stack on cart. And they just don't have enough forward presence. UNSC have constant access to the cart. To start still multi-stacking the cart, trying to make up for the time lost. At 4 minutes and 44 seconds, still in the lab hall. We do have time to make it to the surface area, but the cart cannot stop. They cannot stop at this point if they want to make it to where UNSC was. And it's not happening. UNSC is holding them.
Those straightaways, though, too much room in between to have people be sneaking in around for the cart, so I don't blame them for not exactly disrupting very much.
But Venom trying to make up for the deficit here, getting multiple kills on a kill streak of himself, coming around and picking off Colton. This is a big opportunity for Dark to get some movement, and it is. They are finally entering the jelly room and getting set up. Venom with another tag going off. Trying to show that Dark is not out of this yet.
Ooh.
Gibbo riding cart, stealing the rockets for a moment. Colton getting a tag and getting another kill on Tim. Cart getting stopped now. But Dark player still flooding in. UNSC have a really good hold of this jelly room.
Bros, how are you going to spoil the match when it's not even over yet?
We're seeing Dark struggle to get cart moved at this point with multiple rockets coming from UNSC. Not only that, but they've got players all around the cart. They've got the flank held. Very solid defense we're seeing here.
You can have the positioning right for your for everybody. And a lot of people seem to forget about the ability to see through that where the jellyfish is and the glass, and it's
Taser, little battle here
Either
in the jelly
side is
health.
very
Looks like
set up.
he's unable to get the trade. Opting to kill himself to try to get that kill, but unable to do so. Seeing some movement on cart.
Hey, I'm just, you know what? Fair enough, bros. I'm just glad in general anyone can even hear me right now. So, thank you for the reply.
Dark moving through the jelly room. He's getting a pick on the stair hall here. Multiple stacking on cart. It looks like all but one get cleared off. We've got Colton hanging by cart. Taser trying to get the flank dash, but Venom taking him out before he's able to. Crit with his shocks, double tag. Looking for that third kill. Seal off the kill streak for him. And there it is, the kill streak for 1-up crit. With a shock in one hand, pistol in the other. And a fourth! I think that one with the pistol. Oh, well that's not very nice, dude.
If I thought at all before I talked, I wouldn't be me. Okay, that Pluto.
We are talking about Towley here.
Yeah,
I mean, just
there's
look at his name, you know.
there's no process up here. Okay.
Oh, we're seeing a lot of movement from cart. Looking to exit. Gonna exit the jelly room, but that last 90% they haven't even encountered. And at this point, UNSC was already at the incline. It wasn't until the incline that UNSC even started to really hold, Dark started to hold UNSC. But at this point, Dark hasn't even entered the surface area. Now they do have a chance if they can get a triple stack on cart this entire time. But for that to happen, they have got to have a historical spawn lock.
I think
with
they're
the heavies
they
we're
would
seeing
do
from
it.
UNSC. I just
On
don't.
again.
I don't see that happening. UNSC now set up deep in the jelly room.
they'd be getting flashbacks if they were gonna try to put 3 people on that card again. They straight.
Big push by Dark though. Skibo getting a tag on one rocket. But Crusader's still up.
About
Sealing
10
defense right now.
seconds, 15 seconds. Right.
And we're looking at the last few seconds of this push.
10,
It's gonna have to be
9,
a monumental overtime.
7,
But will they be able to do it?
5, 4,
Wait for that last second.
2,
Time that shit out.
Tim getting the overtime push. Some movement by cart. Couple Dark players
Hop off
going
and back
down.
on.
T-Ferry unable to get the last few seconds, and the cart stops there. 86%. This gives the win to UNSC.
So that's 8%.
8%.
UNSC hit
Not
exactly
much.
94.
Not much, but it's enough. And its win goes to UNSC for the first map. Looking at final scores, we got Taser at the top. No surprise there. Sitting pretty with an 8160 KD and a score of 9,134. However, top fragging across the map, Venom, 8453, killing it, and with a score of 9,471, leading in both frags and kills across the map. So good work.
Agree with Rose.
The Venom,
Where were you?
unfortunately, not
Yeah.
enough for the W on this map. Yeah, it looked like T-Ferry was almost there, but you also have to count for ping differences. Unfortunately, you've got
Yeah,
and we are playing on Dallas, so I know Tim and T-Ferry are both playing. In the U,
very much
so
half a second at least. Just always think about half a second, regardless.
right. Well, we enter in our second match, which is Corey.
But yeah,
Uh,
Oogie, where were you? Get on cart, dude. Get on cart, Oogie. Oogie, man. You got to keep Oogie in check, Rose. Keep him in check.
Check.
He's always forgetting about the cart. Always. Dallas is fine.
Yeah, it is interesting that they did choose Dallas. I know UNSC are mainly a West Coast team, so I would suspect that makes sense. I suspect that would make sense if they were playing. I don't know. In my mind, that doesn't make sense. I feel like the better choice would have been New York, but I know if Dark had come up with a primary lineup that was mainly U.S. based in New York, Dallas would have made sense. But they're playing.
I'm pretty sure Colton is mid like central. So
That even makes less sense. And maybe that's a little bit my bias coming in, but
I think he's around that area at least.
we've got T
I don't.
Ferry.
I don't even.
We've got T
I don't
Ferry and
think-
Tim, who are both EU players, and we're playing on Dallas. I really think they should be playing on New York right now.
I even like I hate. I'm East Coast. I'm in a.
Like,
But
UNSC
I
is
cannot
not
stand
Aussie, Rose.
going against anyone on New York
Here.
or Washington
Pull up,
because of the.
pull up the ping right
Oh.
now. Look, all green for UNSC. Rose, what are you talking about? They are not Aussie. They're a well-known West Coast team. Who even is Rose? Is he just trolling us?
That's
like
from what the chat says. That's Senor Koala, which Koala, your native country would be where? Australia. Come on, can't even
No, that's not koala.
try to call
That's
anyone.
not koala.
Apparently, Dan Mork is also Dark Moon.
Oh, get out of here, Rose. No. Shh. All red. Whatever. Yeah, I can't even. I can't.
I think you have a. I think you need to change the color filter on your device.
Okay, so Navy is saying because of the postpone, they did agree to play on Dallas.
30-minute postpone.
So some
Postpone
negotiations
is
having to
one
happen.
word.
I don't know. I still feel like. You know what?
Postpone
I'm not
is one
gonna
word.
comment. I'm not gonna comment. I'll leave the negotiations up to the teams. I will say this is not in favor of Dark in terms of ping though.
Holton is central, Darkest is east. Yeah. So
UNSC have
UNSC was-
historically been a West Coast team. So
well, the rest of them then. So they were trying to cover just bases for their entire team. Because if you have someone on the west or people on west and the east, so they're gonna try to meet in the middle.
ideally you would meet in the middle. One of the least amount of ping difference across the map.
And you could argue also that even if they were Aussie, if it was Aussie versus EU, technically Dallas would be like in between both of those too. Also, just saying,
Not exactly sure.
just a wider amount of distance.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Or maybe China. If you're playing EU versus Aussie, I wonder if China would be a nice midpoint.
I say if for the finals of the playoffs this year, if they're both U.S. teams, then server has to be on Hong Kong. Regardless.
And we'll see what true the post dash is with that type of ping.
I think that would be fun. Is just to watch the amount of like double takes that would happen from players. Like what the.
Trades everywhere. Yeah, with that amount of
would
ping, what's
be-
it like? At least 200-300 ping. We're looking at an entire half second between two people. That's a half second of trade time for both teams, both
The
players. You'd have to really miss your shots not to be able to get at least the trade at that ping.
The MS stands for milliseconds, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pain. That's what I try to at least remind my team. I mean, it feels like at least a full second, but I mean, it's that quick a time, but it really makes a huge difference.
And it feels longer in game. I know, like,
That's what I'm.
average
yeah.
reaction speed, I was looking this up the other day, it's around 250 milliseconds to 300. It's average for a lot of normal people, and gamers sit a little bit lower. I want to say around like 200 to 250 ms. When you got like
And I
250 going over to 500 ms, that's not only time for you to react, but also time for you to get your bearings name. Plenty of time. That's why ping makes such a difference.
You
And you also have to count for
could,
adrenaline, movement, that type of stuff. A lot of stuff going on.
you could make a cup of coffee, you know, and read a newspaper in that amount of time, and
Yeah,
still.
maybe. I don't know how fast you read, but maybe. It's a lot of time.
Well, that's
And of
just how
course, you
long.
know,
That's how long it takes for
when
me to
you're
be
playing-
like, I'm not.
When you're
anymore.
playing at bullet time as well. You know, everything's moving slower. You get that flow state in the zone type of thing.
That's how it felt for our match earlier, going in Amsterdam. It just the normal like leading of the shots that you got to make for somebody that's on rail. You do that, and you're still watching your bullets go behind them. It's like, what the hell is going on?
I was feeling. Buy my plane
But
tickets
it's
to the
also why-
person.
It's like
in-person
also
finals.
why game general.
I don't know if we would
So,
ever choose
I don't see Sydney.
Sydney to be the land location. I mean, I'd love to
I'd
go to
rather-
Australia. That's on my
Sydney.
to-do list.
Sydney.
Don't know about that though. I'm
I
just
would.
trying to
I will
get-
always. I would love to play against Aussies in Sydney. That's fine with me.
Oh, odd nerding out. Could be
No,
close
he's
to us.
pretty even.
Ugh.
He's pretty even killed for a person. I'm just even.
All right, here we go. Let's get started.
Match starts.
Even killed yet.
3, 2, 1, go. Red takes A. Red takes B. First elimination.
The only thing I ever want to hear from
First
Odd-
elimination goes to M-Dubs on UNSC. What's that? What's that?
Countered. Red
So the only thing I ever want to hear from Odd that I feel like he should say is that he can't even. That's pretty much it.
Can't even.
Yeah, since
I
he's
doubt.
odd.
Yeah, I doubt we'll ever hear
Yeah.
that from Odd. All right. Well, so we had a brief countdown by UNSC, unable to get that hold,
countered.
start countering, but it's a good start for them.
Team scores.
Another countdown by
we're-
UNSC. Looks like they do
Let's see.
counter at their base.
Are
Double
we,
taser out of distance on a
Red team
triple kill here. Another kill on Button,
countered.
but it looks like he is alone.
Did we switch servers or no? We didn't.
Nope, we're
So
still on
we're
Dallas.
Still on Dallas.
Both
Yeah,
maps playing Dallas.
I'm.
B. Blue takes A.
Let's see predictions. I think Dark might be able to pull this one.
Red team
I know
scores.
UNSC
Countered.
definitely puts in a lot of time on this map, but I think
Red team
Dark might be able to pull this one off. Actually,
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Well,
they're a bit warmed up now.
Multiple
Bit
countdowns by
warmed up now
UNSC.
after that first match, so.
Start getting the counter every time though. UNSC really controlling the pace here in the early position. Another countdown by UNSC. And we're seeing almost primarily all of the possession at B has been on UNSC's side. And the avenue through tunnel also completely controlled by UNSC.
If they can be able to get that one, if Dark can get one person to be able to sneak by, which Venom's usually pretty good at that.
C.
Being a Venom, tag on M-Dubs.
If UNSC pushes up or pushes a little too hard, then they might be able to
Red takes
wipe them for a point there. There's Venom. That's-
Oh, and actually I didn't mention this earlier, but Oogie Boogie coming in, subbing out Crusader. Oogie Boogieing in play. Keep eyes on him currently.
he-
Welcome to the match. Already scoring an
Ew.
impressive 10 and 2, 5-1K
Red team
leading
score.
the map.
Countered.
Oogie definitely knows how to
Red team
make a
Another countdown by UNSC.
countered.
Still multiple Dark
put a
alive.
little Oogie in.
Yeah, UNSC unable to close out this first point. Oh, as I say, only T-Ferry alive. This could be it. And T-Ferry unable to get it. The hold
This round.
from UNSC, getting them the first point. And that's a quick one. In 3 minutes, that's their first point. Setting the pace here.
Good point, Rose. Oogie's finally getting on cart.
2,
Finally.
1, go. Red takes A.
UNSC, wow.
Red takes B. First elimination.
Apologies, I am about 15 seconds behind. So.
Scores. Countered.
Venom taking out one up crit at B. Possession of B. And only button they have right now going to Dark.
Blue takes B.
Water.
Two buttons by
ice
Dark
water.
now. Here's a potential for them to push up and get into UNSC's base.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
They slowing down a little bit as Dark starts to establish their position at B.
Don't leave. We need viewers.
And then getting the trade with one up crit, winning out in the end. And another tag on Tim as he dashes into B. And Venom looking to get his revenge on one up crit, able to do so. M-dubs getting the final kill.
Plus, if there's still going to be fighting between you two, by the way, on the chat, don't make Kastle turn this.
Don't make me
String
turn this
around.
cast around.
Yeah, he will. He
Got
will.
my eyes on you.
Mhm.
Dark getting some momentum towards UNSC's base, but UNSC shutting them down. Solid defense. It looked like Dark had some position there, and they do currently have the position. They don't have tunnel though. Dark Ghost with his dual gold SMGs getting the final button down for a countdown, but 4 Dark players alive. Easy counter. On their part. Another countdown by UNSC, putting on the pressure. Taser getting shot by Venom. Venom with a headshot on M-dubs.
Blue takes A.
Trying to follow that red streak, but one up crit. Sneaky maneuver to take out Venom.
Takes B.
Another tag on T-Ferry, heading off into the B area and rushing out.
Blue takes A.
Trying to stop any
M-dubs,
advancing Dark from getting towards B.
M-dubs usually does have a good,
Three.
just a
And
very
countdown,
steady.
only 2 Dark alive,
Team
but countered by T-Ferry. 2 Dark alive once again, and another counter by Stone.
scores.
And another countdown. Will they be able to do only Tim alive? And a buttonhole by both M-dubs. And I don't know who the other person was, but and their buttonholes today are phenomenal, earning them the 2-0 in UNSC's favor. So we're only 6 minutes now. UNSC up 2 points. This is starting to look bleak for Dark. UNSC in a really good pace and position to take this as a 3-0. Will Dark be able to hold on? Will they be able to take it back? That's the big question.
Red team scores.
Red countdown by UNSC.
Red team countered.
And those B
T-Ferry
players,
and Tim really need to get used to that ping fast.
Countered.
and it's hard. I mean, they're playing at like
Yeah, I did.
probably at like
Mhm.
over 150 at this point.
They just need to slow it down a little bit, fucking breathe.
Yeah, I don't know,
Because I'm
and I don't
sure
know if they
pretty-
can. I mean, this is such a fast-paced match. You play against UNSC, you don't have time to breathe.
Red takes B.
When I'm crit, tag on T-Ferry, then I'm turning him out, taking possession of B.
It would be very hard to right now, especially being down 2-0.
Then I'm holding outside of B for his team. Getting another tag on one up crit. Looks like a Dark opportunity to push. If they can get to the button. Here's a blue countdown. Countered by Taser. Venom all alone. And he gets taken out. Only one more Dark player in the area. And looks like they're not going to be able to progress.
Countered.
Time that out.
Gonna see taking control of B.
Hmm.
Blue takes B.
Fighting for B. Struggling but taken out by Oogie Boogie. Oogie with another kill.
Red takes B.
Adam, I think you need to get a life, okay? Alright? You need to get a life. Okay,
Dubs.
get it.
Tag on Venom.
It's stuck.
Solidifying B for his team. You're gonna see making sure that B is clear before pushing out. And another tag. UNSC going on a tear now. Or M-dubs rather, from UNSC going on a tear. And he's rocking an incredible kill. Top fragging on the map, 27-14. I haven't seen enough of M-dubs yet. Venom taking out Oogie Boogie. Getting ready to push in. And I like the position he was in briefly. We'll cover that. Brief Dark countdown. Looks like their numbers. Oh no! Venom misses the button! Oh no! And that could have been his chance to get away, but unfortunately, missing the button, not able to get that dash taken out. And
Stop. How many times I've missed being able to talk shit to you too, and you know how many times I've tried telling you I can't turn my mic on when you keep yelling at me to turn it on. Oh, I'm so glad.
Big battle at B.
Finally figured that out.
And I'm facing a shielded taser. Dark getting control of B. Dark getting ready to push out. Looks like UNSC are preparing in defense for this Dark push that is to come. We do see movement in the tunnel by Dark. Oh, end up shutting down outside. Him treading it out. Him alone outside B.
Blue takes C.
Pulling back to hold B.
That shield hold that they were just pulling with the upside down shield. I know a lot of people want to give that credit to Mr. T, but I was doing that like a year and a half ago, and
Blue takes A.
Yeah, I was doing it too. You can get a lot of
it just made
cover.
sense. Like you know, the little head spot,
yeah.
you know, and then it'd cover your feet a lot better.
I wish it was
the
actually
top.
implemented into the game, you know. You could do that.
It would
But
be
it
cool
might
if
be
you'd, like-
it might be overpowered. That's my only idea.
Red takes
Did you know that actually that they made the shields 4 times more powerful than they used to be?
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Mhm. Yeah, because 4 times 0 is 0, so and
Red takes C.
Oh, Dark getting a push opportunity, but they only have B currently. They really need to hit the button. I'm not sure. Yep. Okay. Finally tagged, but UNSC have Dark's base. I don't know why Tim was going for the button hold when they didn't have all buttons. Only 2 Dark players to keep. Oh, and a UNSC counter countdown, but Skibo is able to get the counter.
Team
Another countdown by UNSC. 3 Dark alive.
if I had to open up my headset, I had to disassemble it because my headset got put into a boot loop, and in the process of
Blue takes
putting it back together, I screwed up the mic. So, but I got the headset working. If I had to sacrifice my mic for that, so be it. It sucks. I want to tear out my hair doing it, but
Blue takes B.
I'd rather have the headset working. So,
Blue takes B.
We're
in case anybody
sub
was
14
wondering.
minutes here.
Red takes
2
B.
points in favor of UNSC.
Blue takes
Dark are
B.
gonna have to make a tremendous comeback. They got to get 3 points in the next 13 minutes in order to stay in this. And they are doing a decent job at battling at B, but they're not controlling
Blue
tunnel.
takes B. Blue team
UNSC have
countered.
been
Blue
dominating
team
in tunnel
scores
most of this
in
time.
the
But
third
the
quarter.
Dark countdown,
Blue team
almost the entirety of UNSC alive. Oh, another countdown, 3 UNSC countered by 1 up crit. But it looks like all of Dark got cleared out from UNSC's base. UNSC dodging this countdown.
Red takes C.
1 up crit trying to rush into Dark's base, but looks like the stash was stolen right in front of him.
If Dark can slow it down just a little bit, be a little patient on the tunnel, you know that they're gonna come from there. You sit up on that little rock that's right before that entrance, wait for them to come. You can easily.
The only problem with that is you play it passively back there. You don't have control of the dash pickup in tunnel.
It's
And
just
what-
that. It's just that
Oh, UNSC countdown.
if you
Counter,
aren't getting
that's
that control, you're gonna need to counter it somehow. So
On a countdown, UNSC countered. 2 Dark alive. They get out of this mess. And you see what Stone is doing right now. He's completely ignoring anyone in tunnel, taking the dashes and just getting out of there. And that's the correct
Was it-
move. If you can get the
wasn't
dash
my
pickup.
my headset actually my headset got fried, and then if it wasn't for Push actually who gifted my headset that I have now, he had it for a long time. There was no calling the
Alright. Tally, we could probably talk about your headset after. Where
I'm
last 12
apologize.
minutes. No, you're fine, you're fine.
sorry.
We got focus on the match.
takes
All right.
C.
I'm 15 seconds behind. I'm leaving that up to
I
you.
know. So are you not able to join the Discord? Like, I don't understand.
It's just still doing the loading thing. So I've been just
What's
leaving it up
your-
to you. Or
What's your Because I know it's streaming. I'm not sure why you can't see it.
Blue takes A.
it
Red
like
takes
at first, whenever I like reset my app, it like showed like a
B.
grayed out version of it, like as if it was like a about like as if it was, but when I clicked on it to view the stream, it just started doing the.
Red takes C.
I'm not sure.
That's probably.
I have the
No,
bitrate for the channel up all the way, so
You're
Sorry, I
fine. Yeah,
can't-
yeah, you're good. Dude.
can't troubleshoot
You're
that
good.
now.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
A countdown by
I'm not-
UNSC. It looks like they have a drop though. This is a power play opportunity by Dark. I didn't even notice the drop until now, but they lost What Up Crypt for a moment, and he has been known to drop in the past. Quickly he gets back though. Dark unable to capitalize on this.
The Castle's commentating is amazing right now. Don't at all try to get justice for me over this. I wish he talked like this in match. Ugh, he's doing very well.
So big battle at B here. UNSC currently only holding B.
Red takes A.
Dark able to get UNSC's base, but they're letting it go.
Red takes
And
C.
I mean, honestly, all that UNSC has to do at this point, 2-minute count, still time for the third point, but they just have to hang on. And it's going to be a win for them. As
10
opposed
minutes.
to Dark. Dark has got to get really aggressive here.
If
Gotta
it
push
gets
hard.
down to about 7 minutes and they still haven't gotten a point, it's gonna be extremely tough to try to
It is.
get all three of them.
Yeah, I mean, a sub 7 minute for 3 points, and on Corey, no doubt.
That's
I mean,
good.
I just don't see that happening. They
It's-
are
it's
grouping
a-
up, but you're gonna see countering them almost at every avenue.
In our match earlier, that's what we got a little bit lucky on, was our timing for the buttons. Because I'll be honest,
Blue takes C. Red takes B.
they are pushing. They're definitely putting up a damn good fight, though. I will
They
say
are.
that.
Multiple countdowns of their own and holding on to B. Like it's like their life depends on it.
B.
UNC have really struggled to keep a consistent hold on B.
Countered.
And as I'm talking, countdown for Dark
In
with,
B.
well,
Countered.
4 UNSC alive, they counter at their base pretty easily, and with no Dark players at UNSC's base.
Where
Takes B. Blue
the
takes
downside of putting not necessarily too much focus on the tunnel, but if you have too many people going that way, you're not going to be able to hold B very well.
Absolutely. Although I want to say that's more of UNSC's problem this time. They've got the tunnel
Yeah.
presence.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
It's somewhat lacking. But I mean, whatever they're doing, and they're doing it right. 2-0 at this point.
Right.
Looking good for them.
They can play a little bit more defensively right now in general if they want to run out the time.
I will notice Stone has really been making a presence deep in the tunnel. Just dashing through. I'm probably Skibo, other presence in tunnel. I don't envy the UNSC players that have to face those two in tunnel. Countdown by
Yeah.
Dark, 2 UNSC alive, a point opportunity, and a bundle for Dark, getting the first point. Let's go! So managing to nab that last point, all that aggression finally paying off, but at a 1-2, they've got to get at least another point in the next 7 minutes if they want to bring this to a sudden death.
One. Match point.
It's
But
like
Dark-
they could hear me.
Red
You know?
Yeah,
takes A.
Dark showing that they are not out of this. They are here to compete. Good
Blue
job, Dark.
takes A. First elimination.
Bringing the
UNSC.
D to Dark. Yeah.
Blue team.
Another countdown by Dark, really quick. Only Oogie Boogie. He's trying to get the tag, and he gets the counter at B, taking out Tim, who was trying to button hold. Oogie Boogie saving it for his team.
Red takes
And he's sticking
A.
around B.
Red takes A.
No. Oh, we're losing people. Don't lose people. We need people on the viewers. We need viewers.
Blue takes B.
Dark holding on B.
Red takes B.
And we're really seeing a pace change here later in this
Blue
in the
takes
game.
B.
Dark kind of controlling. Looks like they got a little bit rejuvenated, some energy from this. Holding on B, getting ready for a push.
Blue
Don't have
takes
their own
C.
base though.
Red takes C. Red team.
Oh, UNSC countdown.
The countdown red team scores
And another countdown.
3.
Only Skibo. Will he be able to? Oh no, and he's cleared. Team
Red
wipe.
team wins.
And the last point goes to UNSC.
Damn.
And I really thought Dark might have been able to pull it. With UNSC.
Especially being on that quick countdown right after that first point too.
Yeah, congratulations to UNSC pulling out the final point in the last few minutes of the match. Looking at scores currently, we've got Taser on UNSC's side going 59-35 with 1-up crit, leading the way only very closely in terms of scoring. Stone leading the map 13,000 in points, and that was just surprising. Someone in Tunnel being able to get that much. It's really putting in the work. Venom top fragging across the map with an impressive 62-41. So
I think the problem was that Dark was just a little bit too even on the match. Mr. Leviathan. They could have been a little bit more odd, I'm just saying. A little bit.
the Dark lose this and leading in, so they may be, depending on the result of their previous match, they're going to be close when it comes to entering into playoffs. UNSC establishing their presence here, and easily going to enter into the playoffs. This is their last match for both of them, so congratulations to UNSC. All right, as we
You're
wrap
so
this up, I want to say thank you to our viewers for sticking by and watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, all the good stuff, for Dash League Network for more content in the future. We are entering playoffs here, so seeing a lot
And
more
I want to
casts.
thank everybody, also myself, for being able to even hear me in general. I swear that if you see me throwing my hands around a lot in matches, it means stop killing me. I'm gonna kill you here very soon. Okay. Just let you guys know, and I miss everybody very much, so much. Especially you, Kastle. By the way, you better get on.
I'll need to get on and play. All right.
Stop that mean lady from killing me. All right.
Yep. All right. Well, I
Persona.
think that about wraps it up here for us over here at Dash League Network. You guys have a fantastic day. I've been Kastle.
Thank you for having me, Kastle. Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me. You have a good.
All right. Got it. The outro. We'll see.